So while going through Marshall Leach's stack of old equipment, we came across this Sound Technology 1400A oscillator. It seems, however, to be having some problems.
First things first, you hear that clicking? Every time it clicks, it changes the... Wait, listen.
Why is it doing that?
Is it because... No. I switched this switch here that says fast response and low distortion. I don't know what the heck that does.
Anyway, my son is going to now turn it up slightly. Okay, first thing, 10 times 10 should be 100.
Yeah, times 10 is pressed down, okay.
It's 270.
So that's like, I don't know, 1.5 times more than it should be. Oh hell. Yeah, the buttons are definitely touchy. Although something tells me it's a bit more than the buttons.
Okay, so if I take a look at these buttons, which are clearly having a problem.
I'm gonna turn it down again.
Oh, it's these guys. Can we get in here with some DexoIT? Yeah, so this is probably made with somebody putting down little pieces of tape connecting to make those little junctions there. There doesn't seem to be an easy way to get into the switches. If we spray some DexoIT in here, will that get into the switch? Similarly, if we stick some DexoIT maybe down in here, will that get into the switch?
It kind of looks like Mickey Mouse ears and a big old nose. If we squeeze them in the ears, will it work? Hang on, let me angle the light.
It's like there's like a little mouth down here.
Yeah,
maybe?
there it is.
Because there's not really any holes up here. Squirt it in. Well, maybe there's a tiny bit of spacing between this pin here and the circle that it's part of. In Marshall's old lab, I also found this ancient can of DexoIT D5, and he had rigged up this weird little contraption. So the trick is that we want to get some DexoIT inside here, but not have it like spray all over. I don't know if there's any elegant way to do this. Anyway, give it a shot.
So this stuff is DexoIT D5. That means it is 5% DexoIT, and the rest, the 95% of it, is a solvent. And as opposed to D100, which would be 100% DexoIT. So this is just only a little bit of DexoIT. I am by no means an expert. I'm just parroting what Fix It on YouTube said. So thank you to people who know more than both me and my dad. So let's give this a spray, and I'm gonna do the ×1 and ×10 buttons here, and then I'm gonna click them a whole bunch of times, and then I'm gonna compare it to the ×100 and ×1000 buttons to see if it actually makes any difference.
If the clicking feels better. Okay.
Let's just go. I'm gonna get it around the contact there.
So why did Marshall set up this really weird?
That's because.
Oh, is it to try? Did he do that to try to hold the?
Yeah.
Try to hold the thing in place. It's just then the whole thing's twisted. Do we want to straighten that out first, or?
It's fine.
Okay, here we go.
I'm just gonna. I can't really get the. There we go. I'm gonna give it a little. There we go. And was that enough? Come on. Oh, that was a bit much.
I think you might just YOLO it and spray the whole row.
Oh, they got it all over the board.
I think that's fine.
And now the clicking. Gonna work that DexoIT in there.
Do we know what we're doing?
Absolutely not. We should have asked you first. And by you, I mean the viewers, because you probably know more than we do. Oh, it smells like chlorine.
Let's not smell it.
Should we get some paper towels and wipe up that extra?
Actually, let me get some Q-tips. I'll be right back. Okay, so you're claiming that after that, these feel more clicky?
Yeah, listen to this.
Okay.
You hear that nice pinging noise?
Okay.
Now for these ones.
Those aren't as pingy?
Yeah, they
okay, let's spray these guys. Okay, it is true. These now do feel more clicky. This was feeling all spongy earlier, but it feels clicky now. Okay, what insanity is this?
Oh boy, if only I could get up onto that high ledge. And then here's the trusty video game jump pad. Sound effect.
What?
I don't... What is this? What is it doing?
I don't think it's supposed to do that. Okay, some progress. Here I have 30 times 10, and we're getting something around that in terms of frequency. And it's an actual sinusoid this time around. Let me try pushing the 20 button. Oh, that did not work. Oh, wait, there we go. Well, nope, it left and came back. It's janky. Let me try pushing the 40 button, 50 button. It's a bit janky. So we need to deoxit these other switches, I think. See, let me put it back on the 30 button. Okay, now let me hit the, no, okay, no, you were there earlier, come back. Ah, no, where did it go? Yeah, there's too much, oh, there's too much jank. Let's see, this is 10 times 10, okay. Let me hit the times 1000 button. Okay, that's nice. Times 10,000 button. So I think the fundamental oscillator circuit is working. Just think these buttons are all jank. Okay, so we need to be able to get into the other side of all of this. The way this is all built, this is not really designed to get this front plate off easily. So looking at the way this thing is, I think if we can get this board up and out, we should be able to at least get into that first row of contact switches. What a pain. Okay, that was a big mistake. I should have looked a little closer. See how this is soldered to that with a straight wire?
I didn't even know they designed stuff like that.
Yeah, you'll see this in older gear. It's like that all the way down. So you'll see there, we bent it slightly while trying to get the board out originally. This board is not going to disconnect from the rest of this. I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but the next going theory is to maybe just try spraying in here and hoping some of it percolates down. So my son claims these feel clickier. And yeah, okay, I think that did do something. These definitely feel clickier than the ones above it that we haven't done yet. That does feel different. Now, to be fair, these buttons previously probably were not used as much as these other buttons, so we really should have compared before and after clickiness of the same row, but let's try these other two and see what happens. Or let's try this one and then see what happens. Okay, so these feel springier. Definitely got some more clicky action going on than they did previously. Okay, so here we're on the 10 times setting. This is after a whole bunch of deoxiding. Can't really hear it on these mediocre speakers, but you can see there's 97. Okay, now let's try 20 times 10.
I'm going to put it on fast response so it doesn't click. And 20 times 10...
Is that what fast response does?
I think so, but 20 times 10 appears to be reading... Oh, yep, 200 hertz right there.
300. Okay, here's 100 times 10. That's 1,000. Okay.
All right, it's working well.
Okay, now I'm going to try the ones place buttons. So this should be like 400 hertz, and this should be 401.
You mean 410, 420?
Oh, yeah, okay. And this would be like 440. Okay, so I think...
Try the point one, the 10th place. Is that going to be any accurate at all? Because it's already off by a couple of...
Well, so there's a combination of it maybe drifting a bit, and the scope is also having trouble. So I'm doing the 0.1 buttons.
They're being tweaked a little.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is let's listen to the 0.9 and the 0.0. Should be close to this. You can hear that difference, right?
Yeah, there's a difference there.
I think it's working. So now what my son is going to do is he's going to try the 10 hertz button.
All right, 10 hertz.
Yeah, and let me put that at 0.0. Okay, so it's not bothering, but try 20, 30. Okay, now try 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Yeah, now push the times 10 button. Okay, now push the times 100 button. See what happens when you put it in the low distortion mode. And try these buttons here again. Okay.
I think whenever you click it, whenever it clicks, it's updating the signal.
Or something, yeah.
So it needs a minute in low distortion mode to update.
Oh yeah, okay, try that again and let's listen to that delay. Now try it in the fast response.
Huh.
Try 50.
Same rate.
Anyway, we have a working oscillator now by the power of DexoIT.
Yippee! Poke around here. You see how those buttons are poking out slightly? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So something in our DexoIT adventures.
Oh!
And it only happens on this row. So these two rows, the buttons stay nicely confined, but on this one, on the second row here, they like to fly out. Huh. It wasn't doing that before we used the DexoIT.